Hello, hello. I'm just waiting for Suzanne to join me in the live. This is Suzanne Goulden. There she is. Hi.
Hi. Oh, and my camera's facing the wrong way. How do I change that? Oh my goodness. 1 second. Oh, here. Is it that there? Oh, I wasn't expecting that. I'm so sorry. Okay.
Here's my half of my computer screen.
That's how it is. We're live. What do you expect?
We are live. Suzanne and I are coming on just to talk about and sort of announce the upcoming virtual kitchen clean out that we're doing together, which is really super cool. And I'll tell you why I'm so excited about it. I am super excited about partnering with Suzanne in the virtual kitchen cleanout this round because I've done this before with people where we go through their kitchens and we set them up according to how they want to feel in the kitchen and to their health intentions. But inviting someone like Suzanne into the picture just adds a whole bigger element of intentional action in our kitchen. And there's so many reasons that's amazing for what we're trying to do with the virtual kitchen cleanout. So, oh, we have Dana Stam. Dana Stam! Hi. So I wanted to introduce the program that we're doing together and tell you a little bit about Suzanne and myself and how we know each other and how much fun we're going to have together May 6th and May 13th when we run this virtual kitchen cleanout. So if you're following from my page, you know that I'm a personal holistic chef. I'm doing meal prep for people a lot of the time, week to week, designing health supporting meals out of whole foods and for special diets like gluten-free, dairy-free, or vegetarian, vegan, but also just yummy food that like the whole family can eat. So I'm really into how to make it as easy as possible and as joyful as possible for people to reconnect with their health through food, through the kitchen. And so my side of that is really like, let's go through what's in your kitchen. Let's make it a space that works for you, right? The kitchen is a place that can get so cluttery and confusing, especially if it's like a multi-person family. And so I've gone into this program a little bit like that, but the more I get to know Suzanne and her intentional living work, the more this is just like a match made in heaven. So Suzanne, why don't you tell everybody about what you're bringing to the program?
What I bring to the program. Well, I blog about intentional living, simplifying life, and minimizing. And I'm super excited to be joining Elizabeth on this program for our virtual kitchen cleanout because it kind of brings our worlds together. I'm also a culinary nutrition guide as well, so we're going to be able to collaborate on the food aspect. I bring in the intentional kind of choices, the intentional ideas behind what we're doing, and making sure that we're thinking about the process as we go through it. We're not just, kind of going through the motions. We're actually thinking about our health, thinking about the food that we eat, thinking about the impact that our kitchen has, thinking about how we can prep our kitchen to serve us better in the future and in our day-to-day lives. So I'm really, really excited to be working with Elizabeth and going through our pantries, our fridges, our freezers, and learning about what foods are nourishing to us and talking about meal prep ideas and grocery shopping ideas and this kind of thing. So I'm super excited to be working with Elizabeth on this time around.
Yeah, so that's such an important thing that I think people are wondering. This isn't just a clean out, we're going to go into, toss everything out. What we're doing is bringing our intentionality to what we're looking at. So you're actually going to keep things that work for you, that align for you, that support your goals or work well for your family. And you're going to know through the intentional process which ones you can let go of because it's time or they're expired or they're not, aligning with your health goals anymore. So that part that you're bringing is going to be so helpful. So how the kitchen clean out is actually working is we're going to do it over 2 sessions. 2 Saturday sessions, May 6th and May 13th in the morning at 10 a.m. So we're going to meet with our small group online. So it's quite a personalized program. We're keeping it small so that we can really work one-on-one with or closely with people from 10 a.m. until 11:30. We'll do part of the kitchen, the pantry on May 6th, and we'll get into the fridge and freezer and more of the fresh foods and then the frozen foods on May 13th.
That's good. And I just want to clarify that that's 10 o'clock Central Time in Canada, just because we don't know where you're going to be watching this from. So it's 10 a.m. Central Time on the Canadian prairies here.
Yeah. Yeah. Coming to you live from the Canadian prairies. So I know that there are a lot of people that... So, I know there are a lot of people that feel this way, that the kitchen has just gotten cluttered and full. I mean, my kitchen myself gets like this sometimes.
Is it you? Oh, okay. That was just her.
Yeah.
Okay.
And things just start to build up like they do in all areas of our house, right? And it starts to feel a little heavy and not that fun and fresh to go in the kitchen. The kitchen, cooking itself can feel like drudgery to some people, and especially doing it in a kitchen that's just full of kind of mental clutter and physical clutter takes away from, the ease of connecting to our health, our joy, our enjoyment of food, and then the connection with the people we share the food with.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, just connected to that I'll be able to talk about kind of the personal journey that my husband and I have been going on too, with going through some pretty serious, significant stress burnout, and how we lost connection with cooking for probably just over a year, and how that's just recently starting to come back and how that's working for us. So, if you're feeling stressed in the kitchen, I definitely can relate to, kind of being on a health journey, falling off that health journey, and now working our way back. So I'll be talking about that as well at some point during our sessions.
Yeah, that's such a good point, that you can actually use these 2 sessions with us to make a connection back from stress and burnout. Make that commitment to yourself to reset that part of your life so that part feels like it's supporting you in your journey back from stress and burnout. Yeah. Which is really important because we're hearing that so much from people these days, and the clutter builds on itself and feeds into that feeling of burnout.
Yeah.
And this will be a space where people can slow down, bring their attention to this one facet of recovery or of recharging.
Yeah, and feel free to kind of share. I know that we're not judging what you have in your kitchen. If you're joining our group, it's for a reason. It's not because you already have the kitchen of your dreams, whether you have the food that nourishes you, and you're here to learn. And so there's no judgments. We're looking at, people that are wanting to make a change, and they're ready to make a change in their kitchens. So we're certainly not here to be judging what you currently have,
No, it's true. I mean, you're the person who knows best what is really working for you or your household right now. And those are the things you want front and center. And we're just making room for more of that.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, is there anything else? Just like...
We don't have a script here. We're just going with what we know. It's all good. So, I guess if you're wondering if this is for you, as I just mentioned, we're looking for people who are ready for a change, in their kitchen, that you are, tired of maybe the processed food, or you're hearing that you need to be making changes, and you're wanting to, but you don't know where to start. This is a great place to start, because we're going to be breaking everything down: how to read labels, the food prep ideas, how to set your kitchen up for success. So if you're looking for a change, you're ready to make a start, this is a great place to jump on board and you'll have better than a start. You're going to really learn a lot in the 2 days. And having it over 2 days, I think, gives time to kind of process the information from the first day. So by the time we get to the second day, you're kind of ready to go with different questions. You've had time to kind of let some of the information sink in, and
Mm-hmm.
you'll be
Mm-hmm.
ready.
Yeah, and we'll be giving you time to sort of settle into your intentions or your goals right before we start on May 6th in the morning. And then on the second week, we can do some troubleshooting because, like you said, it will have sunk in. You've had a week to kind of work through your life. And we can talk about, what are some of the barriers to the next things you want to do, or, changing some things that have been there for a while. Possibly if you have a partner or kids in your house or other people that you maybe don't share exactly the same eating styles with, how can we, stay true to our own intentions and also include these people in our journey or alongside us? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how to avoid some rebellion, because that's what's gonna if you change too much too quickly on them,
Yeah.
they're gonna dig their heels in, right? So we're gonna talk about
Yeah.
how to be respectful of all the people in our homes
Mm-hmm.
when we're all in a different place in our journeys, right?
Yeah. And
Yeah,
how to respect ourselves and each other as we're doing the clean out, and paying attention just to where we're at right now. Like you said, we're going to just start. Yeah, we're going to get a good start, but just starting with what works. So one of the approaches we'll be taking is, it's not a throw everything away, start with all this crazy health food situation. It's kind of a good, better, best replacement. So we're going to talk about when the time is right to replace something. Here would be the next thing you could do. Um, Here are some different ways you could replace that, or maybe when it's done, you're not going to replace it. So it's a slower process, but it's something that will be more sustainable over time. And and this is a way that you can learn a lot about the foods in your kitchen without having to replace everything overnight and change everybody's routines.
yeah. It's going to be
Mm-hmm.
affordable. There's tricks to making it affordable, and
Yeah.
so if we keep all these things in mind, we're very real life based, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to give you tips that make sense,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
real life, and it's not pie in the sky kind of ideas. We're looking at your real kitchens, which is why we're doing this with your real pantries, your real fridges, your real freezers, so that it is real, and the information that you're getting is um, oh, I've forgotten the word I want to use, but has the right impact
Mm-hmm.
for you.
Pragmatic, practical,
Yeah,
and kind of real life.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
And personalized. So the small group means that we can actually do personalized support for each of the people there. That's about it for now. So the virtual kitchen cleanout, again, it's all about creating more ease, joy, maybe recovery from stress and burnout and recharge. So we're going to do that over 2 Saturday mornings, May 6th and May 13th at 10 a.m. Central Time. Each of the sessions is going to be about 90 minutes together on Zoom. So it's going to be a private Zoom group, and we're going to just come together in our real life kitchens and start to go through your pantry, your fridge, and your freezer. And you're going to have the support of myself, from the culinary nutrition side. And we have Suzanne, who's bringing culinary nutrition as well as intentional living expertise to this. So it's going to be a really nice space to hit reset on that part of your life just when you need it. And, moving with spring and getting ready to move into a totally different feeling of the seasons, it's a great time to do it. So I hope you'll join us.
Yeah,
I think we both have the links on our Instagrams,
definitely.
either in the link tree or at the posts that we're posting. You can follow them there to the link to sign up and to get more info. And if you have any questions, just reach out to either Suzanne or myself. And we're
Yep.
definitely game to answer questions and get you ready to roll with the kitchen clean out on May 6th.
Yes, looking forward to seeing you there. Definitely reach out with your questions. We're more than happy to give you any information that you need. So, looking forward to it.
All right. Nice to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you too.
Yeah. Let's talk again in a couple days.
Mhm.
Okay.
Great.
Bye, everyone.